What is up, my dudes? Dano John here, back at it again with my first place. Yeah, you guys heard that right. My first place Dinosaur deck profile. Took this to locals, and yeah, got first place with it, and very excited to show you guys this deck list. Been playtesting this a lot, and been finding success with it. So, deck list has changed quite a bit. Just been finding different combos, different little sequences that I can do with this deck. And yeah, Dino best deck. And honestly, I'm very excited to show you guys this deck list. But yeah, without further ado, let's dive on into it. So it is a 40 card deck. I've been trying to have dinos cut down to 40. It's been tough, but I was able to do it. So but yeah, here's a deck list. 3 Soul Eating Oviraptor, pretty self-explanatory. 1 Misk. Come on, Konami, got to bump this to 2. 2 Animador, Archosaurs, yes, because you got to play the Crocodile at 2. So far, it's pretty self-explanatory. 3 Babies, and 2 Petite. You could cut this down to 1, but however, like with a lot of cards, especially with Ground Zeno, and I do main Dark Hole, so there's a lot of cards that kind of just pop off, and you kind of do want that. You kind of do want to play if you like. I don't know how to say this, but you kind of want to recur your resources a bit, and you kind of want to have that extra line of play during your next turn if your opponent wipes out your board. So it's kind of nice having like extra babies. That way you can kind of like maybe go to Soul Raptor next turn and get something off. But yeah, this lineup is really good so far. I wouldn't take this out at all, and yeah, so far it's been working. 1 Giant Rex. I mean, you got to play it. I tried taking this out, and it doesn't work without him. He's just really good. I mean, just the fact that he's just a free body when you just banish him, even off a pill or even off your ultimate conductor. I mean, it's really good. So yeah, 1 Giant Rex, double ultimate conductor. You have to play this at 2. Still pretty self-explanatory. 1 Zeno, Meteorosaurus, and then 1 Frostosaurus. So I get the idea of playing 2 Zeno. It's just that I couldn't find space. This deck list is super tight, and every card matters in this deck, especially the deck that I'm playing. The deck list that I'm playing, it matters. Every card matters, and I could not fit the second one. I just couldn't. Honestly, with the 40 card ratio that I have, I've been bricking a lot less, like a lot less, and I've been having tons of success with it. So yeah, 1 Zeno is pretty good in my opinion. Honestly, like I search Frostosaurus more off of Ground Zeno more than anything now, because of the different line of plays that I've been playing so far, which you'll see in my extra deck. But honestly, I if I have certain cards in my hand, I usually just search for Frostosaurus. If I have another variant hand or amount of cards in my hand, I go for Zeno. So it just honestly depends. But these two are very crucial, and honestly, like the Frostosaurus is very needed and has won me a lot of games. So yeah, honestly, I like this ratio. It might change depending on it, but so far so good. Double Scrap Raptor and 1 Scrap Chimera. Engine's still pretty good. I highly recommend it. There's sometimes you can even pop itself to search a Chimera if you want, even if worst comes to worst. But honestly, it's still really good. And I wouldn't cut it out unless there's a new Dino support that's just really broken and you wouldn't need this. Then by all means. But till then, this is pretty good. Next off, triple Ash Blossom. Yes, I put this card back, and I've been wanting to put Ash. It's not like I didn't like Ash before. I do like Ash, just before I couldn't find like the room for it to be consistent because I hate bricking. I mean, everyone that's just been playing Yu-Gi-Oh just hates bricking in general. So yeah, so triple Ash Blossom is really good, especially against Branded or just against almost any matchup. Like this card is still really good. I get the reasoning if you do want to take the self withdrawal. Makes sense, especially because it kind of hinders a lot of decks in this format, especially Dinos. But right now, Ash is just working really good for me. And yeah, there's times where having this monster in hand sometimes could unbrick your hand. So I'm kind of glad I had her because there's times where you need to use pill and you could banish cards from your hand too as well. So yeah, she's really really good for that. So triple Ash, triple Lost World. I took out the terraforming. I had to. I didn't want to, but honestly, like the rate so far, it hasn't been breaking and it's been working very very well. So so far so far I've been enjoying it. But Lost World is just it's an insane card, guys. I think it's probably one of the best, if not the best, field spell in the game right now. So yeah. Triple Fossil Dig. I mean, who doesn't like Rhoda? You have to play this. You could even search your Meteosaurus and then your Frostosaurus off of this if you wanted to, because it is a 6 or lower. Triple Ground Zeno. Enough said. I mean, this card literally is a combo starter on its own. If they, for example, if you have a Oviraptor baby and this, I mean, even if they ash your Misk, you still have Ground Zeno to pop the baby and still you can still go off that way. So there's times where my opponent, I played through 2 hand traps. It was Inperm and Ash, and I had this extra card to push, and I used it, and I still was able to make a full board. This card's really really good. So yep, definitely recommend playing it at 3. Triple Dark Hole. So my reasoning with having Ash and Triple Dark Hole too is because Dark Hole is going first and second card for this deck, only because you have babies and you have a lot of ways to pop babies and search babies in this deck. So I honestly, like, this is kind of necessary at this point because not only that you can go second and kind of just clear the board out, but you could also go first because there's times where you have hands that are like kind of questionable. But if you have baby and Dark Hole, that can at least get you somewhere. So I'd rather play than not play. That's my theory. And honestly, this card saved me so many matchups, guys. I cannot, honestly, like, yeah, this card's amazing. Cannot express more how helpful this card has been to me. So yeah, Triple Dark Hole and Ash Blossom as well. Like, it's a going first and second card because even going first, if you really wanted to get rid of it, you can get rid of it. You could also banish it with the pill. So yeah. Again, I kind of want cards that I can go first and second, especially because I'm running going first Dinos, because this is going first Dinos. So yeah, I mean, and the side decks, like, you can decide to go second. Triple Pot of Prosperity. I mean, you kind of need it. I know for the budget players out there that kind of want to cut this out, you can probably put something else, but I wouldn't change the extra deck because the extra deck, like, every card in there is actually needed. So you might want to substitute this for something else. Maybe you can put one upstart and then something else to substitute for the other 2. But I would recommend getting this because this card is very very helpful. There's times where it unbricks your hand, or there's some times where you're able to push through, but your opponent just has those hand traps to stop your whole play. And if you have this kind of just pushes through the game a little bit more, and you can start like comboing off, or you can start setting up even more. So this is kind of necessary to have at this point. Double Evolution Pill, really good card. Enough said. I don't think I really need to explain this card. This card's just broken. And then the One Call by the Grave. You know, I don't like Droll or Ash. So if you draw it, if you draw in this deck, cool. You know, but if you don't, then you still have extenders in your deck, so you should be fine. So this is a 40 card deck, and so far I haven't really bricked with this deck, so I'm kind of happy. Alright, so for the extra deck, 1 Link Karibo, necessary. I did take out the Secure Gardena. I had to, so don't hate me. I had to take it out, but I had to make room for other cards that I wanted. And now I'm playing, for example, Cross Sheep. Honestly, like, I would recommend playing this card. This card, it just goes really, really well with your combo. It goes really, really well with your combo. And I know it's not just Dinos, like other decks too, but with Dinos, like, this card is very, very helpful. This helps. Honestly, this is an extender. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this is an extender. So there's times where you have the fusion in one of the pointers right here, the link pointers, and then you can pop a baby with Scrap Raptor, suppose summon Giant Rex, which I usually do from this pointer, and suppose summon the baby from grave, and you can still go off from there. Yeah, this card's really, really helpful and useful. So I definitely would recommend playing Cross Sheep for sure, or at least try it out. So yes, Cross Sheep, good card. Honestly, like I wouldn't take it out for the time being. It's really, really good. One Scrap Wyvern, good card. You know, um, yeah. Enough said. I'm pretty sure that's self-explanatory. I am playing the engine. One Appaloosa, good card with one Axis Code Talker and one Underworld Goddess. I would not take Goddess out, Axis or Appaloosa. These are very crucial, especially Axis Code Talker, because I mean, come on, that card is just could win you games. The same with the Underworld Goddess too. People don't expect this card, and I'm telling you, it's very, very funny. Um, Times where like your opponent's like, yeah, he's not getting over this board, and you just get rid of one of their monsters and start leaking them off and start summoning this card. So it's really, really good. And Appaloosa is Appaloosa. I mean, so there's times where you end off with Appaloosa. So yeah, really, really good cards. Okay, that's it for the links. And the XZs are one Tornado Dragon, good card. One number 41, Babuska. Really, really good card, especially those times where you're in a sticky situation. You just make this, and your opponent's going to struggle, especially if they're like monster reliant or monster heavy. They're going to struggle. One Evosaur Dolka, one Logia, one Lars, and one Solda. Yeah, I got my Evosaur package right here. So honestly, like all these are very crucial. Solda for the cast matchup, which has won me a game. They de-shifted me, and I was kind of prepared for that. So I just made this and I made a Logia and just kind of passed. And whatever they special summon, I just popped it. I just popped their monsters and then negated the birth. And from there, they didn't have any way to like continue. So I just got the game from there. Lars is really, really good. Can literally negate anything. There's times where you might even end up in Lars. Honestly, I summon Lars way more than the rest now. Well, it's debatable. I summon Lars and Logia a lot more now than Dolka or Solda, but Lars is really, really good. I would highly recommend you guys playing Lars. It's a great addition to the dinosaur deck, and yeah, just the fact that you can negate anything you want, and just you don't even have to negate the card that's activating. If the card is activating, you can just target any card on the field and negate it, which is really, really crucial and has helped me a lot. It has helped me a lot. So yeah, good addition to the deck. So then that's that, and then that's it for the XZs. For the Synchros, I am playing one Omega, and then one Savage. Savage is good, self-explanatory. I've been playing this card for a while. Omega, I mean, I decided to put this card back in because it recurs your miss. It recurs a lot of stuff, and you kind of want that, again, like if your opponent wipes up your board or kind of like interrupts something, just them getting rid of your board, at least you have a play. At least you can play next turn. You kind of want that. You kind of want that play. You kind of want that assurance that okay, it doesn't matter if he wipes up my board. I am still gonna play during my turn. I still have options. You still have grave. You still have a hand. And this card kind of literally does that. It recycles too. It's a good recycler. So Omega is really, really good. There's times where you might want to end up on this, then Savage. There's times where you end up with both, and it is possible. So yeah, really, really good cards. Last but not least, I am running this one. I did take it out at one point, but that's a big mistake. This card's really, really good. It's an interruption. It's a monster reborn. Well, it adds. It's a monster reborns itself. So I mean, this card does 3 things in one. It's insane. And honestly, give me one. But yeah, I highly recommend playing this card, especially if you're on Dinos. But I don't know why I took it out. It was a dumb mistake, so that's my fault. Triple Dirac tokens. These helped me a lot win games. No, I'm just kidding. Really, really good. That's it for the main and extra. For the side, I'm running. Let's see. I'll do monsters first. One of each of these kaijus. Obviously, you guys know this one's a dino, so you kind of have to play it. You can search it. You just have to play it. I did end up switching my side deck a lot, and I ended up putting Doggeran in my side instead of my main. Only because like I do have Goddess in the extra deck, so I don't really mind those like tough scenarios where your opponent just gets a big monster out, I don't really mind that at all. So I don't mind siding this. And there's times where it's okay to lose game one. That's what you guys got to know. There's times where it's okay to lose game one. It's totally fine. It's totally fine if you lose a dice roll. You do have a side deck that can literally break boards. You just got to side out all your going first cards, and it's possible. So yeah, this one and this one, obviously, yeah. I mean, they're kaijus, really really good cards. One Pankratops. Pankratops, I mean, again, it's a dinosaur. I know people are like, wait, why don't you just main it? I can main it. I couldn't find space, so I probably, if you guys can find space with this deck list that I have, then by all means, or if you guys want to recommend something to take out, definitely let me know in the comment section down below, because I've been really trying to fit this card in. It's just really good, but I just can't. I rather play than not play. And I just rather have, like, again, like the ashes that people, I know someone told me to cut one of the ash and put one Pankratops because it's at least a dino. And I get that theory, but there's times where like I prefer the ash than the Pankratops at sometimes. But again, just if you guys have a suggestion, let me know down in the comment section below. But so far, like siding this, it's still really, really good. I just sided in also with the Doggeran, and I mean, I'm good to go going second. So it's a really good card going second. Triple Cosmic Cyclone, highly recommend playing this card. Labyrinth, even Runic. I mean, there's a lot of like decks that even struggle with this card. This card gets rid of Birth too, and also Anti-Spell Fragrance. There's times where I banish Anti-Spell Fragrance, especially because your opponent is gonna wanna lock you out, because you do kind of play a lot of spells in this deck. So I always side this card in going second all the time, because my opponent is going first. I'm just thinking he has the anti-spell. If not, this card's still really, really good because it can get rid of a lot of problematic spell. There's a lot of problematic spell and trap in this game, so you just kind of want to get rid of those cards. So still really, really good investment, even if they don't have anti-spell. And if they do, I mean, cool, you have it. Triple Forbidden Lance. Oh, this card, guys. This card is so good in Dinosaur deck, guys. I'm forever playing this in Dinosaur deck, especially in the side, unless something else comes out that's way better than this. But for right now, this card's really good, because what's the number one threat that that Dinos have? The number one threat that they have is Dark Ruler No More, just board wipes that you cannot do anything with. And at least this saves you. This gives you an opportunity to save one of your monsters, or like even if you have two of them or all three, and you full combo, you can save a lot of monster negates just with having this card. So then again, yeah, this is again, like, if you're going first, your opponent is probably gonna side in like those Dark Ruler No Mores or any other cards that kind of get rid of your board. So I kind of do love maining this going first. So yeah, Forbidden Lance is just really, really good. So I highly recommend you trying it, at least try it. Triple Anti-Spell Fragrance. I mean, you got to play it. You just got to play it. Trust me, this card's really, really good going first. So you just set it, combo, pass turn, you lock your opponent down. This also gets rid of Dark Ruler No More. So these are usually what I side going first a lot, is these three, because if I can't get to this, I at least have this. And if I get to this, they can't Dark Ruler No More me. They're going to have Cosmic Cyclone to get rid of this, but if not, I mean, I'm siding like 6 of these anyway, so like, it's fine. I got protection, and I got, like, a floodgate. Last but not least, 2 Evenly Matched. Really good card. I do want to bump this up to 3, but again, it's very hard because I'm trying to find space. This card is just broken in general. It's really, really good. But yeah, that's it for the deck list, guys. Let me know what you guys think of the deck. Again, I don't mind having you guys' opinions at all. But yeah, I've been having really, really good success with it. Honestly, like, I've been doing really, really good, especially against Cash recently. Even if they D-shifter, they have that monster, the Microcosmo monster, the Rice Heart. I don't mind that. This deck is just really, really good. Like, if you play this deck a lot, there's a lot of times where, like, you just don't mind. You're like, okay, cool. I played against D-shifter before. Like, it's nothing, You just gotta keep going out there and play a lot more decks to kind of understand that there's different sequencing for your deck to push forward for that matchup. So, but yeah, just let me know if you guys want a little combo tutorial too, because I do not mind showing you guys that combo tutorial at all. I did start watching a lot of videos out there just to kind of better understand my deck a little bit more. And honestly, like, I don't know. I don't know if he knows who I am over here, but I am gonna give a shout out to like Teen Samurai X, because I did see his combo tutorial from the past videos of the Dino and with the cross sheep, and that did help me a lot, especially with my locals. So yeah, it was really really good, and shout out to him. And honestly, there's a lot of YouTubers out there that are playing Dinos. I watched some of their videos to better understand this deck, and honestly, I love Dinos. So if you guys like a deck, I mean, just go for it. Search. It really does help to kind of see different combo lines to be like, okay, or like, oh, I didn't know I can do that with this hand. I thought this hand was dead. It's really really helpful. And yeah, if you guys want to see combo tutorials, just let me know down in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to show you. There's some new ones that I kind of want to show you guys. But yeah, just let me know. Thank you guys so much for your guys' support as well. Been really appreciated. We're getting to 500. I was very shocked that I literally opened my phone and I was at 400. I'm like, oh, okay. I really appreciate you guys' support. So keep on smashing that like button, please. Please, guys, smash that like, smash that subscribe button before Nibiru comes and wipe us all out. I really need it, guys, okay? But stay tuned for more awesome content, guys. This is Dino John here, signing out. Peace.